would you think if I put some of the eaten mess you're eating on my...
How many body parts were there when you were finished?
9.
9.
And that's the hit that breaks that poor lady's nose. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, the algorithm has some explaining to do. Let's check this out. Hold on. So this is a young 5-year-old being abducted on camera. So to give more context, the father was supposed to be looking after the 5-year-old whilst the mum went to go and get some coffee. On the way back from mum getting her coffee, she see her daughter being abducted by this random don that we can see on the screen. Whoa! What the hell's going on there?
Now that was crazy. That was some madness. That was some madness. Of some of the crazy shit. What's this guy doing? Oh, Mary. Oh my word. What happened?
Oh, sorry, I don't know you.
I'm waiting for my friend.
Oh, it's okay. You just have to use the buzzer.
You're not gonna let me in?
You just have to use the buzzer. I don't know you.
I know you don't know. I have a laptop and I'm just waiting for my
I know,
friend.
I'm just asking you to use the thing. You can't just come in behind people.
I didn't think it was a big deal. My friend's coming down now, and instead of waiting in the heat, I thought I could wait and...
You're making me feel unsafe. So if you could just please close the door.
That's like not it at all. Like, that's just not it at all, bro.
You can just wait for your friend. I don't let people in behind me. Like, I don't know, like, you're being really rude right now.
How am I being rude?
Because you're blocking the door and you're putting your...
Because I'm trying to go inside. So
you can wait for your friend. I don't know who you are. Can you get this lady away from me?
This man's...
She was just coming in behind me, bro. It was really rude. Like, she just put her foot... She tried to grab in, dude. I'm gonna take another elevator. No, you don't do that. It's a security issue for the building, and there's people that come in all the street all the time.
You blatantly lie and say I tried
You're very...
To be quite fair, the man's in the right. She doesn't live in the building, and if you're waiting for someone that does live in the building, then you can wait outside. Oh, wow. Whoa. No way. That has just made me not want to go Alton Towers this year.
Fuck! Get the fuck! You're fucking smelly road! You bastard! Get the fuck! Get the fuck!
What happened?
I'm coming down the hill.
Yeah.
Green light for me, so I'm coming.
Yeah.
And he just jumps out off the path,
Yeah.
right in front of me.
Right.
So I just swerved and missed him. And he starts calling me a wanker.
What a fucking idiot.
Like, and then I'm like trying to tell him, like, mate, look where you're pulling out. And he just straight goes, let's go for a fight. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm no one at a fight. I'm trying to let people know, like, use your brain, just look.
Why are you so angry, man? Why?
Mind your business. Fuck
This is my house. What a thing to wake up to, man. Just wearing my chicken t-shirt. It's outside my house. Guys screaming. Fucking Deliveroo drivers, eh? They are the worst. People say cyclists are the worst. Deliveroo cyclists are the worst.
Big facts. Deliveroo, Uber Eats, all you man are disgraceful, bruv.
Wow, look at this. This is getting like LA, right in the middle of London. People are pitching up their tents. This is like Skid Row. Wow. Mental. Oh, the show goes on. Outside Healing Sons. They're just whacking up tents, mate. People go home for the night. Their tents come out. Shit.
It's all by design as well, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be totally honest. There's enough money in this country to pump into the homelessness. But not only is there enough money in this country to pump into the homeless community, there's also enough homes being built daily to the point where nobody should be sleeping on the streets. How have I just stumbled across this on my screen, ladies and gentlemen? A British police officer raped a 12-year-old girl in his police car. He threatened the girl with handing her back to the grooming gang if he didn't get to grape her. Not only do the police cover up the grooming gangs, but they are also graping these young girls. And it's extremely sickening and sad to say, ladies and gentlemen.
If you won't let me sleep with you, would you lick my ass? And after rejecting his advances, he said I should keep an open mind and he'd keep his knob clean next time. When I was out eating dinner with him one day, I had eaten mess for dessert. And while I was eating this, he suddenly asked me, what would you think if I put some of the eaten mess you're eating on my willy then?
Oh my God. So how did you react when he said those things?
Well, I mean, when he asked about the eaten mess, I actually said, I think you look pretty stupid. I mean, what I really wanted you to do was just push the eaten mess across the table and let it land in his lap and walk out and never see him again. These words were said to me, they literally made my stomach curl. You know, I was literally just like, they're almost like little grenades, word grenades, you know, that I think are designed to humiliate. And I think that saying them aloud, you know, almost feels shameful. But I want to point out that I want to now pass that shame back to the person who actually said them.
That was in regards to Greg Wallace, that was on MasterChef, recently getting himself fired from the BBC. There's a lot been happening on my FYP and my timeline in regards to Greg. This one here is Shannon Kyle, and she told BBC's Newsnight that the presenter made sexualized comments towards her during a restaurant meal. Lawyers representing Wallace said the client has denied that he has engaged in any such behavior, and he specifically denies any sexual misconduct.
Not just me, but my family who have had to read about me being a sex case for the last 8 months.
45 out of 83 allegations made against Greg Wallace during his time on MasterChef, one of unwelcome physical contact, were found to have been substantiated.
That you've abused your power.
But they paid Hugh Edwards 200 grand. Well, I didn't get a tenner. Was I really that much of a baddie that this needed? I don't know. Maybe I was. And if I was, I'm really, really sorry.
How many body parts were there when you were finished?
9, plus the torso,
Okay.
the 10 altogether.
And you've done this over a period of a few weeks?
Yeah. And then just discarded the remains gradually, just in rubbish bins.
Look at her face. She looks so shocked. We actually reacted to this crime in one of our disturbing videos a number of months ago.
Okay. What rubbish bins?
Public bins.
Okay. Where are these public bins?
I think there was one in Letchworth. I can't remember the name of the street, but near the little Tesco's. One in Lidl car park in Letchworth.
And what about the head?
That went into one of the bins as well. And it's kind of down a little concrete road rather than a tarmac road.
Yeah.
And just dropped it in. Oh, God.
Did you buy anything in these shops? Did you put some hands in the bin and then go and buy a can of Coke? Or did you go to Lidl, put some feet in the bin and buy a pint of milk? We're just trying to work out, is there any purchases that you've made that we could then identify?
I can't remember, but possibly.
I want you to think really carefully, because not everybody has done this within the last few months, Killed somebody, chop them up and put them in little bins, okay? So what I need you to think carefully about is on these significant days, that are probably going to be quite significant in your life, did you, after putting them in the bin, go into a shop and buy something?
I probably did.
Okay.
Because I was probably doing it as part of, like, my daily routine.
Okay.
I can't believe he's chopped her up.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Just took us by surprise.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Took us by surprise.
Yeah.
Take a moment to kind of regather yourself, I think.
I think he just is so relieved to get this off his chest.
Yes. He's been harbouring it for 6 months, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I still can't believe he's dotted everyone who parks around outside supermarkets.
Poor woman, man.
Tell me about your relationship with Annette.
Me and my partner at the time split up and we sold our house, and I didn't really have anywhere else to go, and Annette said, oh, will you just come and stay with me for a bit? We would cook for each other, we'd go out to theatre and for meals, people would come round, she'd do dinner parties. We just had a really nice time. 3 years ago, she went into hospital and had a mini stroke. She could do less for herself than she could before. She barely got out of bed. She hardly ever had anybody coming into the house. She used to before. She'd have her nails done and her hair done and go out in all her jewellery and look nice. But yeah, she sort of didn't want to do any of that after she got poorly.
Yeah, okay.
Did you pay rent or anything for staying? So what was the arrangement there?
I tried to offer her rent on a number of occasions, but she'd always refuse. So when we went out for dinner and stuff, I'd pay for things like that.
Hello, darling. Fancies a pizza. And you know me, I don't eat that much, so a medium-sized one will do.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's not a problem. Oh, hi, it's Scott.
Hello, darling. I'm out of ciggies. If you can pop home for 5 minutes, can you bring me some, please?
Absolutely, no worries at all.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Cheers, bye.
I could just eat a duck breast tonight.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
no problem.
Did you have money problems before you moved in with Annette?
I got into a lot of credit card debt about 6 years ago.
How much were you in debt?
That's a very, very disturbing and sick story there, ladies and gentlemen. The fact that this guy is so casual about it as well just proves that he is not all there in the head.
Going to bomb the plane! Dead to America, dead to Trump! Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar!
Oh my God.
What is going on here?
Sit down. Don't move. Has he got anything on it?
Okay, so it says airplane passengers jump into action to tackle and pin down a man shouting bomb the plane and death to Trump.
Be careful. Sit down. All right.
All of this for what? What was he trying to achieve? What did he expect to get out of it? I don't get it.
That's my phone, my phone. Where's he sitting? Is that your phone? Yeah, my phone. Have you got anything on you? Have you got anything on you? No. Why are you doing that? I am doing that. Check his pockets. How long
We'll be landing shortly, so we ask all passengers to return to their seats, fasten the seatbelts, put the window blinds armrest down,
Where's his bag?
and tray tables.
Where are you sitting? Where's your seat? Is there anything in your bag? Is there anything in your bag? Is there anything on your bag? It's got Is there anything in your bag? Is there anything in your bag?
What was the point in this?
Have you got? Have you got?
Now you're gonna go jail.
John Mo. No, nothing. Have you? John Mo. Yeah. Have you got a bomb? No. Why are you? Have you got anything on you?
I don't know what this guy was thinking, ladies and gentlemen, but it clearly did not end well for him. Now, I'm sure some of you guys will remember this. This took place last year in Manchester Airport. We, in fact, reacted to this story sometime last year, but a lot of footage has been released, and here we can see the main culprit, the guy all in blue, attacking everyone. But I want to start right here because this is the beginning of the clip. This is where it all kicks off. Now, I'm going to share my opinion, and my opinion absolutely means nothing at this moment in time. Looking at that guy all in blue, he comes across like a mouthy little prick. And I could be totally wrong, but he looks like one of those guys that will run his mouth. And then he will bring about 30 Asians round the corner, all carrying samurai swords. And again, I could be all wrong, but that's just the vibe I get from this guy. However, in this situation right here, we can see that there's one police officer talking to this guy in his ear. And for some reason, I get a vibe that they're both giving each other lip. I think the police officer trying to give him some orders, and the guy in blue is not trying to follow those orders. He's trying to tell man, shut your mouth. And because the guy in the baby blue is not listening to orders, we can see right here, the policeman puts his arm right around his head, and then he forces him into some type of position. Like he's forcing his head down below. We can see it here. He's really trying to push his head down. He's trying to get him to do something, maybe get on the floor. He wants him to obey to some sort of order, but the guy's not listening for whatever reason. And we can see now he's applying pressure. Now, the bigger Asian lad, he's feeling uncomfortable with what this police officer is doing to his friend. He feels threatened, he feels intimidated instantly. And all he's gone to do is defend his boy. He's gone to defend his boy because he's feeling like the police shouldn't be manhandling his boy like that. Rightly so. Look how the police has got the other guy around the neck, around the head. I think he's doing it because the guy in the baby blue is running his mouth. He's giving him some verbal. So he decides to put his arm around his neck and push him to the ground somehow. Now the bigger lads, like I said, he gets concerned, and all he does is decide to intervene by letting the other guy know that he shouldn't be manhandling his boy the way he's manhandling him. If we pause it right here, we can see that the guy in the baby blue and the police officer have locked eyes. They are fully locked in. Police officer saying something to him, and he's saying something back to the police officer. Now at this point, we don't know what's being said, but based on the actions, we can say that the police are moving slightly rough. And the bigger Asian lad is slightly concerned at this point. We can see he's still got his hands around the young Asian lad's neck. The other guy starts to intervene. Where the other guy kind of intervenes, the guy that's got his hand around the Asian boy's neck turns around and basically punches the bigger Asian boy in the face. That's the punch. That's the punch right there. You can see the Asian boy as being punched. Now, it's not like a punch like that. It's kind of like a backhand. It's either an elbow or a backhand into my man's face, and he instantly responds off the back of that. In fact, he gets another punch to the face right here. Look, bang. He gets hit again. Right there you go. He gets hit again by the police officer. So that's 2 hits by the police officer. The guy had done a backhand and then punched him again before these guys retaliated. Now, I'm not saying I condone their retaliation. They shouldn't have reacted the way they did. The same can also be said for the police, ladies and gentlemen. We have to be real. But this is where it literally all kicks off. It all kicks off. And the bigger lads, he throws himself onto the police officer that was more or less being the aggressor. And we can see it goes off from here. Now, the guy in the baby blue, he decides to try and kick the police officer that was being the aggressor. Not really aware of his surroundings, not really aware that he's got 2 female police officers holding him or trying to hold him. Or he's got one at this moment in time, but the one in front of him who's gone to back the male police officer, she turns around and gets herself involved with the guy with the baby blue after this kick. So watch what we see what happens from here. He instantly just hits the lady. He hits the other lady right there, and that's the hit that breaks that poor lady's nose. And then he goes all out attack. He loses it. He literally loses it. Hits her a couple times. Goes for the man. Now that man that he's attacking, that man he's hitting, that man he was hitting was the initial instigator. That's the man here that's got his hand over his head. Look, overall, ladies and gentlemen, I think that situation was absolutely disturbing. Both sides were in the wrong. Off the back of that, there was protests, there was a lot of noise being made in the streets. Not too sure what's happened with the police officer and the poor woman that had her nose broken. But what we do know is the man that was in the blue tracksuit that assaulted the lady, broke her nose, he has been found guilty. I'm not too sure about the other guy, but this right here is extremely disturbing. Look, we're gonna leave it there, ladies and gentlemen, a very quick and short one, but I need to know exactly what you guys are thinking after that. So make sure you leave all of your thoughts and comments down below. There's gonna be plenty more disturbing videos uploading, so don't go anywhere. Turn those notification bells on. Make sure to hit the like button, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.